I went in for a routine appendix removal, then woke up handcuffed to the hospital bed with an armed guard standing at the door. What's going on? I asked, confused. The lead surgeon was looming over me, tapping his foot, staring at me like I was what's wrong with society. My doctor cleared his throat. We need to talk about what we found. Found where? Inside your abdomen. We're legally required to report it. The room tilted. Report what? Nobody answered me, and the surgeon just kept looking at me like he was Batman and I was Gotham's lead petty criminal. That's when I heard sirens outside, getting louder. 20 minutes crawled by, and a detective finally walked in with another officer behind him. He looked at me, then at the handcuffs, then pulled out his phone. He showed me photos of my insides taken during surgery, except these weren't normal photos of my liver, my bile, or yesterday's dinner. Instead, the photo showed something sewn into my abdominal lining that shouldn't be there. Small packages wrapped in plastic. What is that? My voice was worried. Fentanyl. 130 grar. The room started spinning. That's enough fentanyl to kill 1,000 horses or one of your mama, I whispered to myself. Out the corner of my eye, I saw the lead surgeon against the wall, shifting his weight and wiping his forehead like he was nervous. That's a trafficking charge, the detective said, disregarding my comment about his mother. 20-year sentence. My jaw dropped. I've never touched drugs in my life. The detective rolled his eyes like he'd heard that a million times. Where have you been the last few months? Who has access to your load? I stared at him. I've been nowhere. Just working home, and nobody has access to my load except maybe Susan from work. But that's irrelevant right now. My hands were shaking against the handcuffs. I don't know how that got there. That's when the surgeon jumped in, unprompted. Just arrest him already. The evidence is clear. I looked at him. Really looked at him. He was sweating. Why was he sweating like an uncle getting his hard drive examined? The detective turned to him. Walk me through the surgery. What happened? The surgeon cleared his throat. Standard procedure. Music. He was stammering. I removed the appendix, found the packages, and called 911. His answers were coming too fast. That's when I remembered something. I had an x-ray done last week, I suddenly yelled. At a different hospital for stomach pain. There was nothing in my body then. The surgeon's head snapped up. X-rays aren't reliable. They probably missed it. I stared at him in disbelief. The detective studied me for a long time, then looked at the surgeon, then at me. We're taking you in. Hune cuffed me from the bed and cuffed my hands behind my back, reading me my rights while walking me past nurses who wouldn't make eye contact. At the